What's up, y'all? Today we want to answer the question, how do I change my business legally if there's something that needs to be altered later on? Whether it's the name of the business, registered agent, owners, all of that stuff. We want you to know how you can legally change it and be confident in that change. Check it out. What's up, everybody? My name is Saluto Uba, and I'm the founder of the Uba Law Group. We're a law firm that helps companies protect their business, brand, and bank. And today we want to talk about how you legally change your business. And so when I say change, I want to lay some ground rules. This change that we're talking about are changes to things like the owners of the business. If you have a situation where you need to add an owner or you need to release an owner, how do you change the name of the business? How do you change the business address or the registered agent? Those are the types of changes that I'm referring to. So it can be simple in some instances, but in other instances, depending on what type of changes you're making, there can be a lot of different steps. So we're gonna go from least complicated to most complicated. But first, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and share this video if you know another entrepreneur that could use this content. I'd really appreciate it. Now, the first thing that we want to talk about is changing your business address or your registered agent. Now, these are fairly simple things to do, and the way that we're going to change everything is through this document called a Certificate of Amendment. A Certificate of Amendment is pretty much what you'll file with your Secretary of State's office, and it breaks down to the entire state that you registered your LLC in, stating that our LLC is formally making the following changes. Now, you'll typically have a few different spots to change different parts of your business. So for example, if you need to alter your registered agent, there'll be a line designated for changing your registered agent. One of the things that we talk about a lot at the Uba Law Group is the idea of having a paper trail. We want to have documentation and records of everything that we do. So when we set up businesses, we actually have a document for altering your registered agent because it's something that can need to happen later on down the line. And we want to make sure that you have records on filing your own business, as well as filing the Certificate of Amendment with the Secretary of State. So in that certificate, like we talked about, you can write down, we're changing our registered agent to XYZ party. You can also do the same thing with your business address. During the course of a year or the years of your business address is going to change. And so if you want someone from the state to have the proper address on file, you can amend it here. You can also amend it during your yearly franchise tax and annual filing. But if something changes immediately and you want to change it as soon as possible with the state, you can file that Certificate of Amendment and you can have that documentation on record. Now, similarly, if you need to change the name of your business, the Certificate of Amendment is the way to go. I didn't mention this before, but every state has a different filing fee associated with the Certificate of Amendment, but you're going to have to pay that with your local state and make sure that all these fees are paid. Otherwise, none of this stuff is going to go through and process. But if you're changing the name, it's kind of a similar process. You're going to pick a date and time where the name is going to cross over, and you're going to go from one business name and transfer it and alter it or amend it to another business name. What's important to note is even though you've changed your name legally, from a practical standpoint, all the different people that you're doing business with might know you from the previous name. So in addition to changing it legally, make sure that you put all of your different vendors or different offices that you work with on notice that the business name has changed, so they're not thrown off by doing business with a new company, a company that seems new to them. Okay, now lastly, if you're going to be changing the ownership structure of the business, what you need to do is use that same Certificate of Amendment and list out the new owners that are being added on or the owners that are being taken off. But on top of that, you're actually going to need to alter some of your business internal documents. Specifically, we're talking about your operating agreement. Now, your operating agreement lists out the rules and regulations and protections of your company, but it also lists out owners. So if you have a major change in your company, you need to make sure that you amend the document on the state side, but then you also need to amend your internal company documents, such as your operating agreement, to list out the change in ownership and who the current new owners are. In addition to that, if you do change LLC owners, there's some additional work that you're going to need to do that you should probably refer out to an attorney just to make sure that you're doing everything the right way. But to keep it nice and clean and simple, you're going to need a Certificate of Amendment and you're going to need to amend that operating agreement. Now, I know this might seem like a lot, and for some people who aren't that savvy in business, or maybe you just started your company, it can be a whole lot to take on. The good thing is you don't have to bear this weight all by yourself. There are lots of people here like myself that create content and create resources for you so you can be successful in entrepreneurship. If you're looking for help, we do this for business owners every single day, and we'd be more than happy to help you. You can hit the link in the description and reach out, and you can set up a discovery call and talk about your business and create a game plan to lead you to success. But until next time, keep on grinding, keep on hustling. I believe in y'all. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Peace.